get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tight end going in motion here.
Black 40.
Straight to the air they go. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Set. Black 95. Cut.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Set. Hut.
To the air, lands. Down the field, he's got Lamb. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice game. They're down to the 36. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got first down here from the 36.
45. White. Ready.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
3rd down, and the Texans loading up that secondary. They're in the dime.
10 black. Black shot.
And put a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, this is something we've been monitoring, and it's actually happened for just the 3rd time ever. A player has caught 20 touchdowns in a single season as he joins a couple of the greatest to do it, Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, in this exclusive club. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 22-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Darts out of the shotgun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. And
he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Dart now against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. 1st and 10, around Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll go play action. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is brought in by Laporta. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Ready.
Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at first down here.
Down. Hut.
He's going to throw it again. That's him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
On the double.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
Hand off, running left, right. We're working a couple yards past the line. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready?
Texans going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in dime.
Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Lamb has another one. And he's taken down at the 30. He hits a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Ready?
Here's Lance. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. There he is on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here we go.
Looking inside the red zone. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw Lance. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready, ready. 10 black.
Right, running out of the gun. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A toss now to Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Completes downfield to Felton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josiah Stewart there to make the stop. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. From the gun, here's Dart. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him.
Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. The extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Red.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Now it's Lance. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves them to the 48. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Lance. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
10 black. Red. Yellow. Ready.
They are throwing it again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. That's a Vegas 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
Right booth. Black shot. Ready?
Lance. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely, this guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in. Not this time.
Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, here's Dart. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Third down now, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ty Felton, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go. 52 blue. Drill. 52 black ultra. Set.
To the air, Lance. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is brought to a stop at let's say the 34-yard line there. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready. Set.
Throwing now off the play action. Throwing the out route, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Lance now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Gould on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line fast.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17 at the 29-yard line.
Dart out of the shotgun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on third and 17.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, here's Dart. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Dart gonna throw again. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This is brought in at the 15. And they're gonna be set up at the 11 after that play. They're gonna move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point effort from Smith is good. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Come on, set. 52 book. Set.
Looking to throw Lance. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Right.
Here's a give for Wright. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go, set. 45, White. Hut.
Here he is on third and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The number numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
On fourth down, it's the veteran Tress Way who's out for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
47-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Let's go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Dart looking to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
14 yards. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
60 Bobcat.
Now Dart. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Running with Robinson. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. Now, so much for the pass, setting up the draw later in that drive, huh, partner?
Yeah, usually the draw, you need the element of surprise. The group defensively wasn't, and they hit that before it got started.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached. because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Lance. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
31. Raiders 24.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Set.
Now a run with Wright. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now it's Lance. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Raiders losing by 7. First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready. Right. Next 52 goes.
Throwing is Lance. Lamb has another one. Escapes the defender. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Set. Ready.
Here's a give inside to Wright. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
He'll look to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Running behind center with Wright. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Wright has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Sending up to pass. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to...
And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. And a lot of things Jerry Rice did we might never see equaled again. But that's what he's just done here. It's his 22nd touchdown catch of the season. That matches the career best of Rice. And he's going to run in for two. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. Spins out of one side. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Here he goes. One final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.